Namaskar friends, this is NJ, your host on this channel. In this video, we are going to have our discussion on the most auspicious yoga which can be found in astrology in anyone's Vedic astrological chart, which is of the conjunction of Jupiter and Moon, which is also known by the name of Gaj Kesari Yoga. Because friends, ever since I uploaded this video on the conjunction results of Moon and Ketu, that too in different houses of astrological chart, so a lot of you have been asking me to make a video on this concept as well. And like the way in so many of my videos, I have always emphasized on there couldn't be any better yoga than this yoga, because friends, that's very simple. What kind of planetary influence you want around you? If I were to give you this example, outside your home, outside your apartment, wherever you live, what kind of person you want to be around that house or your residing area? Someone who looks very suspicious, someone who looks very threatful, or someone who looks like to be a good omen, someone who's very spiritual, very positive, very optimistic. So same is the case friends in our astrological chart as well. Moon, wheresoever it is going to be placed in your chart, that just tells about that it is like a kind of window through which you see the world, you perceive the world, you sense, you feel, and you are emotionally tied to that specific area of the life. And just because if Jupiter, which is the most benefic, most auspicious planet in Vedic astrology, so if it is going to be conjunct with Moon, so definitely Moon is going to be always being covered and protected and layered with the positive and benefic qualities of Jupiter. So friends, in this discussion, I'm not including like as per the Vedic astrological text, the Gaj Kesari Yoga, the influence of Jupiter and Moon can also be found when like Moon is angular placed from Jupiter. And there are those possibilities and cases where people say that even if Jupiter is aspecting Moon, because Jupiter has got an additional 5th aspect, 9th aspect, so that is also a way by which Jupiter is going to influence the Moon. And there are those cases where people say that even if Jupiter is going to be placed trine away, like 5th house, 9th house ahead of Moon, so that is also going to like bring out and infuses the positive qualities of Jupiter to Moon. So there are so many different ways of looking at it, but the purest form of this yoga is going to be functioning in anyone's life if both Moon and Jupiter are going to be conjunct in one house. So okay friends, now we will start our discussion. So like the way friends, why we attach a lot of importance to Jupiter. So Jupiter, which in itself is a planet of expansion, the mere placement of Jupiter in your chart just tells about that in which specific area of your life you have this potential and capacity to expand your horizons, to invite lot many opportunities, where you have this potential and capacity to connect with something beyond and much larger than yourself. When we talk about finding the purpose of life, we talk about the prospects of gaining wisdom, we talk about your prospects of finding the true meaning of life, wisdom. So all of those areas of life are attached wheresoever Jupiter is going to be placed in your chart. Now friends, when we talk about the importance of Moon, so wheresoever Moon is going to be placed in your chart, so definitely to begin with, the living signification of that house is something with which the person and his mind, his subconsciousness, his priorities are definitely going to be attached to that particular house. Now we will bring together this planet of expansion, leap of faith, to manifest your greatest of potential, which is planet Jupiter, and Moon, which tells about your emotions, your feelings, your personality. So now if you will find both of them to be conjunct in one house, so that is definitely going to first of all make someone's personality very very cheerful, someone who's very optimistic. And the beauty of this yoga is that friends, the person is definitely going to have very much and strong interest in finding the meaning in the life. Like all those people who are very optimistic, very cheerful, no matter how much hardship are coming in their life, they are still very much enthusiastic. So the emotional reactions are definitely going to be filled with lot of enthusiasm. And when we talk about your prospects of finding the nectar of truth and wisdom, even in the small small events of the life. So gaining wisdom is not something for which you have to go to the Himalayas or you have to go to the spiritual retreats. Trust me, if Jupiterian energies are showering and blessing in your life, so even in the small events of your daily life, you can inspire wisdom. You can gain morals and wisdom, even those small events of the life. So that is the kind of beauty which can be attached with this combination, the conjunction of Jupiter and Moon in Vedic astrology, which definitely makes you eligible for gaining knowledge, gaining wisdom, being very optimistic, being very cheerful. This could also make you very popular. This could also make you very good and grant you very good financial opportunities, very good friend circle. So in this regard, friends, this combination, this conjunction in Vedic astrology is considered as one of the best yoga. Now friends, now we will try to understand the result of this conjunction, this yoga, if you will find this combination in different houses of your chart. So to begin with, if you will find the conjunction of Jupiter and Moon to be placed in your first house, so this is a very good sign where because if this conjunction is going to be taking place very close to the degrees of your ascendant, so that is definitely going to give the native very optimistic mindset. Somehow your personality is going to be so positive that you will automatically attract other people's attention. You will automatically attract lot many opportunities. The only vulnerable part about this placement is that, let's say for example, if you will find this combination to be taking place in the, for example, the Cancer sign, where Moon is placed in its own sign and Jupiter is exalted. So in its negative side, many times what I have seen is that it actually enhances the self-worth and the prospects of self-importance a lot in the native's mindset. Along with, it could also make you vulnerable towards the prospects of weight gain as well. But apart from that, in a positive side, this combination can be seen as a very good yoga to live a life with high virtues, high morals, being very much focused towards your goals, very optimistic, and following the dharma in the life. Because friends, whenever we talk about anything to do with Jupiter, it has to do with following the right path in this lifetime. So just because ascendant just tells about the overall foundation of your life. So just because if this combination is taking place in your first house, so that means your whole life is being blessed with the benefic qualities of the planet Jupiter. Now moving ahead, friends, now if you will find this kind of combination like this beautiful yoga to be taking place in your second house. So friends, definitely to begin with, like second house is something which definitely tells about the prospects of your finances. So on the financial front, it is definitely going to like make you and grant you lot many opportunities. It is definitely going to expand your financial prospects and your financial earning capacity. And apart from that, just because second house also tells about your inculcated values, and second house also tells about your speech, like the way I always say this thing, that the scrutinization of the second house tells about the moment you open your mouth, like the kind of wisdom comes out of your mouth, or your mouth is always like you are always cursing people, always using curse words. So it all comes down to what is the dignity of the second house. So definitely the conjunction of Jupiter and Moon taking place in your second house can be seen as a very good sign for inculcating lot of wisdom, strong virtues, good morals, and having good financial earning capacity. Moving ahead friends, now if you will find Jupiter and Moon's conjunction to be taking place in your third house. So friends, as you know that third house has a lot to do with your skills. It has a lot to do with your mental capacity and your social influence, your friend circle, your prowess. So just because of the Jupiter and Moon's conjunction taking place in your third house, so like your mental capacity is definitely going to be very much enhanced with this kind of combination, like someone who is very knowledgeable and who is always in the quest of gaining more and more knowledge. Because friends, ninth house is the house of teaching, but third house is the house of learning, your learning capacity. So from all of those prospects, this placement can be seen as a very good sign. And like the way at the beginning of this video I mentioned this thing, that the Jupiter's placement just tells about in which specific area of your life you are going to take a lot many faith related risk, like where the leap of faith is going to manifest your greatest potential. And just because third house is the house of your valor, so in this regard this combination can actually manifest some sort of stupendous talent out of you. Moving ahead friends, now if you will find Jupiter and Moon's conjunction to be taking place in your fourth house. So friends, fourth house just tells about the depth and the sincerity of your emotions, of your affections. So and this is the original house where like Moon in the Kalpurush Kundli, original Kundli in the fourth house belongs to Moon's own sign Cancer. Jupiter also gets exalted over here in this fourth house. So to begin with, if you will find this kind of combination taking place in anyone's chart, so deep inside this person is actually very generous. This person is someone to whom you can think about being in a influence of this person, because he has only goodness to offer to the world. Because friends, try to understand this thing. Whatsoever take place in the initial houses, like first house, not first house, like second house, third house, fourth house, it is still bit hidden, and specifically fourth house is a little bit private house. In order to know the signification and what exactly is happening in the fourth house, you have to become bit personal, become bit friendly with the person. Like it's not like something 11th house or 10th house where everything is very much apparent. But when we talk about the matters of fourth house, that tells about the deep core, the sincerity and the root of the emotions and feelings of someone. So with this kind of combination taking place in someone's chart, definitely all the fourth house related the tangible matters like conveniences, property, those prospects are definitely going to get enhanced. But moreover, this is a kind of combination which is definitely going to keep the native always interested in life, always finding out the true meaning of the life by showering love and very much generous from deep from within. From that prospects, this placement and this conjunction can be seen as one of the best combination. Moving ahead friends, now if you will find Jupiter and Moon's conjunction to be taking place in the fifth house. So friends, as you know that fifth house has a lot to do with our attitude towards life. This is the house of our mind, of our intellect, but at the same time this is also the house of creativity. This is the house of devotion. So I would say this is also a very good combination where definitely you are someone who has this potential and capacity to create something out of the box which the world might not have seen before. Because friends, in a way, Jupiter could also be responsible for your intuitive capacity as well, because if it is closely conjunct with Moon, so in the form of invention, in the form of discovery, intuitive idea about things happening. So from all of those regards, this placement taking place in the fifth house is actually going to make the native to begin with very learned person. And the second thing is the prospects of devotion are definitely going to get very strong in the life of the native, in whose chart you will find this kind of combination taking place in the fifth house. The beauty of this yoga is that the mind and the intellect, the force which is driving the thinking process of the native is going to be very much righteous. Moving ahead friends, now if you will find a Jupiter and Moon combination to be taking place in the sixth house. So friends, this combination can be seen as good in this regard that native is definitely going to push himself all the time in order to bring out the best. like the capacity to perfect your craft. And you know, the good part over here is that Jupiter and Moon is a very cheerful, is a very optimistic kind of energy. And sixth house just tells about the your daily work life. It tells about the people you meet in your daily work environment. So definitely it is going to make your personality very optimistic, very cheerful. You will have this capacity that you can inspire people around you, and the people around you are definitely going to look up to you. And in the all the dire times, difficult times, definitely all other people in your vicinity, in your circle of influence might also come to your aid, come to your help. But this combination manifests its qualities to the most beautiful form if you will find either Jupiter or Moon to be in a dignified state. So let's say, for example, if this combination is taking place where it is like, for example, for a Aquarius ascendant native, which are by themselves, Aquarius ascendant are some of the most philanthropic and humanitarian people of the world. And with this kind of combination in the like sixth house, you will find Jupiter and Moon to be like Jupiter to be exalted. So it can actually give someone a very serviceful attitude, and because of his serviceful attitude, native can actually attain glory, name, fame, recognition in the society. Moving ahead, friends, now if you will find this kind of combination to be taking place in your seventh house. So friends, like with this kind of combination, definitely this is also a kind of combination which is going to enhance your public image. Friends, I always say this thing that you cannot blame someone who is in public field, because for like, see, the whole knowledge of astrology works on the basis of your like your candidature, your era, the culture, and the position where you are placed in the society. So the point which I'm trying to make over here is that on a general level, it might not influence us on a deeper level, but for all those people who are holding the world and the public seat in their charts, like for example, if you like you aspire to become a politician, your seventh house, like you are a Aries ascendant native and your Saturn is exalted in the seventh house, or for example, you are a Capricorn ascendant native, you want to become a star, a celebrity, you want to get into the film business of films, and in your seventh house, being a Capricorn ascendant, you have Jupiter to be exalted in the seventh house. So this can be seen as one of the good combination where the world, masses, people can feel connected with you, and definitely everyone wants to be famous for good reasons. So your fame, your glory will be intact. But let's say, for example, you are a Libra ascendant person and your Saturn is debilitated in the seventh house. So whether by force, whether by inheritance or heredity rights, you might become a public person, you might get a public seat, but you will not be able to get that kind of support, recognition from world. So that is the kind of role which seventh house plays in our life. It becomes very important for all those people in whose case content creation, public acknowledgement, public approval becomes very important. So for example, now coming to the point, so if you have Jupiter and Moon combination to be taking place in your seventh house, to begin with, it is a good combination. The second way to look at is that in order to experience and attract all sort of opportunities, native need to have, first of all, a very enthusiastic, very supporting partners. So all those people like with whom native is going to have deep committed bond in the life, they are definitely going to play a very key role in introducing and the native towards maximum opportunities or helping him find a deeper meaning in the life. And even from the perspective of, like for example, when we talk about the holding a public seat, so the whole world, the nature in itself is going to become your teacher, and the public acknowledgement and approval is definitely going to be a lifetime learning experience for someone in whose chart you will find this combination to be taking place in your seventh house. For any of the prospects of business or content creation, holding a public seat, this combination can be seen as a very good supporting sign. Moving ahead, friends, now if we will find Jupiter and Moon conjunction to be taking place in the 8th house. So friends, although it is a sensitive placement, but just because whenever we talk about Jupiter, so its placement in the water houses, in the water sign, is always considered as good, because Jupiter owns one of the water sign and Jupiter gets exalted in one of the water sign. So because of which, in this placement, this is definitely going to be a very good sign in imbibing and intuitively getting all the information which you want to progress and proceed in life. The second way to look at this placement is that for your intuitive faculties, this placement can be seen as a very good sign. Any of the growth in the 8th house related matters, this placement can be seen as a very good sign. And even from the perspective of, you know, suddenly gaining some wills, gaining from inheritances, wills, legacies, this is a very good sign. And somehow native is definitely going to be very fearless in all the 8th house related matters, because the Jupiter in itself is like a divine grace is protecting you. Divine grace is around you, because friends, 8th house related matters is not a very easy journey. Here we deal with the matters of life, death, spirit world, and all the things which might, all the taboo things which for a general or normal sane person might make him fearful. But just because you have Jupiter protecting and divine guarding your moon, your subconsciousness, so native can actually progress in the 8th house related matters. Intuitive faculties are definitely going to be very strong. Moving ahead friends, now if you will find this Jupiter moon conjunction to be taking place in someone's 9th house. So friends, 9th house has everything to do with the right action. This is the house of dharma, this is the house of your divine energy, the higher mind, the connecting with something which is higher and greater than yourself. So that is the 9th house. So definitely friends, with this kind of placement, any sort of like the grace of divine, the guidance from mentors, teachers, advisors, all those people who become very inspirational writers, so from all of those perspective, the support of luck, fortune is definitely going to help the native, and native is going to demonstrate strong qualities in order to imbibe all the divine wisdom in this life. Moving ahead friends, now if we will find a Jupiter and moon's conjunction to be taking place in someone's 10th house. So definitely friend, if your moon is in itself placed in the 10th house, so your mind is definitely very much dedicated and driven towards your duties, towards fulfilling your karma. This is the original house which belongs to the planet Saturn, which is a very hard task master, which just wants from you to fulfill your duties and responsibilities. No excuse, just doing your duties with full discipline. So with this placement of Jupiter and moon in your 10th house, from your professional perspective, this can actually introduce and give and grant lot many opportunities to the native. Like native is definitely going to be someone who is going to be very optimistic, who is going to be very much driven in his professional life. Because friends, there are so many different kind of people. They are like those people who are always complaining, always whining, even while doing their own work, their own job. And there are those people, no matter how much difficult their nature of work is, but they are always smiling, they are always happy, always inspiring other people. So this kind of combination just give that kind of attitude and approach to native while fulfilling his professional duties. And along with that, someone who is going to be very much like grateful. There is a strong potential and capacity to whatsoever native is going to be passionate for. Native might get into that kind of profession only, and divine grace always guiding the native, lot many opportunities coming to his professional sphere, and he might become like friends, wherever Jupiter is placed in the chart, if it is dignified, it also protects your public image as well, your prestige, your reputation, your honor as well. So even from that regard, this placement can be seen as a very good sign. Moving ahead friends, now if you will find Jupiter and moon's placement to be placed in the 11th house. So this can be seen as a very good combination friends, as 11th house has to do with your hopes, your wishes. It is the original house of all sort of opportunities. The good part over here is that native is definitely going to run into lot of large group association. Native could be a spokesperson of the philanthropic causes, charitable causes, all the community awareness related causes, concerns. He might be very vocal in raising his voice against any injustice happening in the society, and this combination can actually introduce to native with very prominent sect of the society. Very established, powerful, writers kind of people might come in native's circle of influence, and native is definitely going to be very much hopeful, very optimistic, and always interested in the finding the deeper meaning of the life. And lastly friends, if you will find a Jupiter and moon's combination or conjunction to be taking place in someone's 12th house. So friends, as you know that 12th house has a lot to do with your finding deeper wisdom in isolation. So solitude is definitely going to play a very key role in the life of the native to find that deeper wisdom and deeper inner meaning of the life. And along with that, all the 12th house related matters, like when we talk about connecting with the higher dimensions, higher powers. Because friends, if let's say for example, you cannot even say this thing if all alone moon is placed in your 12th house, because otherwise then what happens is that your psychic faculties are very ripe, but you are not able to handle it or channelize it, or basis the evolutionary level of the soul, basis the awareness level of the soul. Like all those people who get mistaken by either sexual temptation, by either some sort of addictions, getting lost from the engagement and activities and your duties of life, by becoming a very escapist person, taking refuge in drugs and all sort of addictions. So the good part over here is that if your Jupiter is going to be conjunct with moon and placed in the 12th house, so Jupiter is actually going to protect you and going to inspire you, and all the divine wisdom, intuition, prophetic dreams, all those things can materialize in your life if you will find this combination to be taking place in your 12th house. So that is something friends which I wanted to say as a part of my inputs of this conjunction combination to be taking place in different houses of your astrological chart. I will again say the same thing, like the way many times people say that if Jupiter is aspecting moon, it is going to infuse its qualities to the moon, to your thinking pattern, if it is trine placed, if it is angular placed. But trust me, the best and the purest result will only come if it is going to be tightly conjunct in the same house in your chart. And no matter how much people try to advocate and sell other yogas, like someone say this Lakshmi yoga, this wealth yoga, this fame yoga, trust me, if your mind is not at peace, if your mind is not righteous, divine protected, so what is the use of any other gifts and any other yogas in your chart? So this is one of the best yoga, and I hope you must have understood this combination to the core. And for furthermore topics, I would look forward to your suggestions in the comment section. So once again friends, thanks a lot for watching this video, and for furthermore updates and notifications on the divine science of Vedic astrology, please subscribe to my YouTube channel and like my Facebook page. Dhanyavad.